This is our system project presentation.
So next slide. So we made our projects always in Tinkercad, and we made a total of 2 projects because after making one project, there was a little bit of time left. The first project is temperature sensor, and the
And
second
second project is alarm clock. So Yuan will present temperature sensor, and I'll present alarm clock.
next. First, I'll talk about temperature sensor. What does it do? This project works as something like real-life thermometer, which detects the temperature or heat and tells the strength of heat by increasing the number of LED being lighting out on the circuits. However, since we are making and running this project in Tinkercad, not a real-life circuit, it was hard to deliver the heat to the circuit. So we use temperature sensor called TMP35 to set the temperature instead of delivering real-life heat. So as we can see in the picture, by dragging the circle in the bar on top of TMP35, we can set the temperature at 0 degrees or lower below. None of the LED turns on. However, when we set temperature to about 35 degrees Celsius, the first LED turns on. Next slide. And when about this 57 degrees Celsius, the second LED turns on, and when we increase the temperature furthermore, the final third LED turns on. The difficult part of this project when I was making is because first it was hard to think about how to deliver something like heat to the circuit made in Tinkercad. So I had to do more research and find something like TMP35 is this temperature sensor and study more about what and how to use something like TMP35. Next, Jinho.
So now I will talk about alarm clock. So since I had not much knowledge about Tinkercad, I referred to the internet to make the alarm clock. And this is my Arduino project. So what does this alarm clock do? We are able to set time for the alarm. As you can see from the word, it is alarm itself. And one of the difference is that the time is presented in the LCD screen. And there's also a piezo that makes sound when the time is came, the time came. So this is, as you can see, we should first plug in, we should start simulating. And this is a slide switch. After, you should turn on the slide switch. And as you can see, there's an LCD screen that says 00 or like colon 00 alarm. And there are 3 buttons that we can click in order to change the time, in order to set the time. And as you can see, and after when I click this button, as you can see on the mouse, when I click this button, it changed to 1 minute. And we can also change the format by the button that is on the left side of the LCD screen. And after setting the time, we can simulate, we can turn on, we can count down the alarm using this button. And after the time ends, this piezo button rings, and we are able to know that the time finished. Thank you so much. Although we did 2 projects, it was hard projects for us. So we put a lot of efforts to these Arduino projects. Thank you so much.
Great. So actually, I had one question. Since we've all from last semester played a bit with Tinkercad, I guess could you guys show us any of the code that was involved? I would imagine, especially for the alarm clock, that might have gotten fairly involved, and that might be kind of edifying for people to see as well. Is there any way for us to take a look at that?
Oh yes, I'm logging in.
Okay. Actually, that would also be great, is if we can actually see, have you run it on Tinkercad so we can actually see the simulation. That would also be really nice.
Well, as you can see, this is our alarm clock, and oh yes, this is our alarm clock, and the code is over here.
Mhm.
And although we copied and pasted the code from the internet, like we understood how this work, except like some unnecessary like comments over here. Yeah, these are the codes.
Sorry, can you go a little bit slower? I'm just trying to see what's going on with your code.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. So could we take a look and see how it works in real time?
Like when I click the simulation and click minutes, we can set the time.
Mhm.
Oh, and we can set the seconds through this one.
Mhm.
I can start, and this switch like changes the mode. Oh no, not the mode, but like something else. And after this changes like set time and alarm,
Okay.
and I, yeah, like this. So how do we like count down?
Well, I guess so. You're saying, I mean, I guess so. Does it actually? You mentioned that you've got a piezo hooked up to this thing that'll go off when this uh, finishes the countdown. So could you do something like maybe a 5-second countdown so we can see how it works?
Okay. Oh, can you like, may I reset the?
Yeah, that's fine. Go ahead and reset it.
Oh, normally when I click this button, it should count down. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, so I'll assume that maybe it's like, I know that sometimes Tinkercad slows down if you have anything else going on. So maybe that's why this is taking so long.
Oh, I think it's like a code problem. Coding problem.
A coding problem?
Yeah, code problem.
So it was the kind of thing where you had this working before, and then you did some modifications, and it's not working now, or is it something where you actually hadn't gotten all the bugs worked out of it in time for uh, the presentation?
Oh, like I had like made it. I have like said it this before, but
Mhm.
While I was making a presentation, I haven't looked through it while making a presentation.
Okay, and so you mentioned that most of your code that you got, you said you basically look for online and kind of cut and paste it and piece things together from that.
Yeah, like, yeah.
Okay. All right. Did anybody have any other questions for Juan or Jinho? No? Okay. Yeah, I mean, so this is all very nice, right? Again, kind of continuing on what we've done in the previous semester in terms of playing with the Arduinos. I think if we had still been in person, it would have been nice. We could have also tried actually wiring this thing up, for real, since again, we do actually have a few Arduino boards that we could have played with to see this thing work in real time, since again, especially as Juan mentioned, like for something like a temperature sensor, when you don't actually have real temperature in simulation, it can be a little bit problematic, but very nice. Okay.
Okay, thank you so much.
Then